Welcome back. This government is under severe attack for corruption. How is that going to affect the budget this time? Is it going to be populist? Well, we have 4 people here who not only know what the government should do, but they actually have the inside track on what they will do. Now, is corruption going to make this a budget in which the government reaches out to the people? Let's start with Surjit. For example, will he do like a populist measure like increasing the exemption limit so people pay less taxes? Is that going to happen, do you think?
I think so, because the big thing that helps it, contrary to a lot of popular opinion, is that when you reduce the effective tax rate, compliance goes up. The big
People
problem,
pay more.
People are
willing
more
to
willing
pay. Yeah.
to come out, declare the correct incomes and pay the tax. If you don't do it, like we used to do earlier, then people have an incentive not to pay taxes, and that goes into black money, etc.
So
and that's corruption.
he should reduce the
effective
exemption
tax
limit,
rate.
he should reduce the tax rate, and he will also?
So, see, ideally, the exemption limit should be linked to the inflation rate so that it stays the same in real terms.
Right.
What we've been doing is that we fix it in nominal terms and don't move
Don't
it
change
despite
it,
the
yeah.
inflation
And this year
rate.
the inflation rate
has been
10%.
so high.
So
Exactly.
he should reduce effective tax rates by 10% at least, is it?
So that in real terms the
Terms is
exemption
staying the
limit
same.
is staying the
No,
same.
I think let me
Now
just-
this is a bit of a disappointment. The fact that they had this wonderful direct tax code, it was widely, everybody agreed it was a great move, but then they've watered it down and they're saying it's going to be next year. Now nobody's really bothered
Yeah,
about it.
because there's nothing much left in it. You've
happened?
got
Why?
the exemptions. You didn't bring down the tax rates as you said you would. I mean, the complete change from the direct tax code as it was, and in this watered down state, there's no reason to be enthusiastic about it, because the things that would have gone away, the simplification that would have happened, the exemptions in the corporate tax that would have gone away combined with a lower corporate tax rate would have made the tax system much simpler, and that's what's not happening anymore.
Okay, coming to reforms. This is a government with Monte Ahluwalia, considered one of the most brilliant economists internationally as well, but it's just doing nothing on reforms. Why is that? Why is it not moved? Is it because of Surjit's age-old theory that only when there's a crisis does anybody in India do anything?
It's not just that. I think it's also Congress Party's distorted economics and Congress Party's distorted reading of politics. Because Congress Party has drawn the wrong lessons from their victories in 2004 and 2009. And they somehow think that 2004 was a defeat of NDA's reform and 2009 was a victory of their populism. Both are wrong. But if they believe in those two, then from those two, they draw conclusions on what will make them win 2014. And, it's very lazy politics. Because, but it's also predicated upon a presumption that you will continue to get 8 to 9% growth anyway. So they take growth for granted.
Which I think also Surjit agrees, less government, 8 to 9% is guaranteed. More government, it will drop to 5%.